rocking, everybody? Your boy Bongo's back, and today I have a very special video for you guys. This video that I will be doing today is a DIY that has been heavily requested in my comment section. I've seen it at least a couple hundred times. Today we are making a classic. We are going to be making a DIY giant Oreo cookie. A few things before we get today's video started. I gotta give a shout out to the main Dewey, there's jokes. I gotta give a shout out to the main man behind the camera, Ryan Sway Station, where you at?
Swayze, baby.
Second, I need you guys to go down, smash that like button. Also, if you're not already following me on these social media platforms, congratulations, you played yourself. I'm super excited for this DIY, and if you guys are excited too, let's get the show started. Alrighty guys, so we're gonna get started with our cookie dough. So first things first, guys, we gotta measure out some flour. For this size DIY, we're gonna be using 2 1/4 cups of flour. Alright guys, so take your we're gonna take our 2 1/4 cups flour. We're actually gonna sift it into a bowl. So guys, essentially you just wanna drop it into this guy here and then hit it with one of these until all your flour is in the bowl. Here. So the next ingredient in our DIY is cocoa powder. Now guys, I went and got the black cocoa powder. That's what's gonna give that Oreo that dark black cookie look. We're gonna add the same amount of cocoa powder as we did flour. Here. So about 2 1/4 cups of this guy here. And guys, same method we use with the flour. We're actually gonna be sifting out the cocoa powder. Now, major key in sifting the cocoa powder, guys, the cocoa powder has a lot of chunks in it. You see this? And we don't want those chunks. So we're just gonna sift out the cocoa powder like so. And whatever's left in here, guys, just take your fingers and break up the big chunks like so here. And then continue sifting out the cocoa powder until you have no more chunks left. All right, guys, so as you can see, we have our cocoa powder that's sifted, that's sitting on top of our flour. We can put that guy to the side. In addition to the cocoa powder, we're actually just gonna be putting a 1/2 teaspoon of some salt in this guy. So here's the 1/2 teaspoon, boom, here. So we're gonna take our dry ingredients and we're gonna put this guy to the side. Now, in a separate bowl, what we wanna do is we wanna take 3 cups of sugar and about 1.5 cups of softened butter. Here is 2 cups and we need another one. Here. So once our sugar is in there, we are ready to move on to our next step, and that is adding 1.5 cups of butter. So about half this cube is a cup, so we're gonna be adding about 1/2 and a little quarter. 3/4 of this big one. All right guys, so we have our butter, it is all ready. We can actually just chuck it into our, we can chuck it into our sugar. And now guys, what we wanna do is we wanna whip the sugar and the butter together with our electronic mixer. So we have our mixer. We're gonna put this guy in nice and slow, and we're gonna start it off at a low speed. Here. And guys, we want to continue with that until all our butter and our sugar are mixed in. All right guys, so we've mixed in our butter with our sugar. We can turn this guy off now. Major key alert. All right guys, what we want to do is first things first, we're gonna get dirty. We're about to take the jewels off. You already know what time it is. Take the jewels off. All right guys, now with a fork, what you want to do is you want to mix these ingredients together. All right, now you see how that color is coming together. We want to mix the flour and the dark cocoa powder together. Here. Now once that is complete, guys, what you want to do is you want to add a little bit of this cocoa powder in here, a little bit at a time, and start mixing it up with your hands here. And guys, as we keep going, just add a little bit of cocoa powder to your mixture and then keep mixing here. All right guys, now that we've mixed in a little bit of the cocoa powder, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna add 3 eggs into this guy, so here, and we're actually gonna be adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And now we can continue mixing our dough here. Continue with that guy until it is all mixed together into a dough.
A few moments later.
You wanna taste it, Ryan?
Sure.
A little Oreo cookie dough?
Is this actually Oreo cookie dough?
It is, check it. Try it. You tell me.
What the heck?
Our Oreo cookie dough is right around ready. We are almost ready to take this guy out of the bowl and start putting it in our trays to get this guy cooking. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we have my big black dough. It is ready. Oops. It is ready to be put into our tins to make our DIY giant Oreo. So we're gonna take this guy out of the bowl. And now we're just gonna knead our dough a little bit more. Alright, boom, there's our dough. Now guys, we are gonna take our special tray. Now, my true Mongolians will remember this tray. If you guys remember, It came from our Reese's Peanut Butter Cup video. You guys can click right up here to watch that video. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take the same tray and we're actually just gonna take about a quarter, maybe a little bit more like half of this dough here. Now guys, what you wanna do is you wanna take the dough and actually just press it gently into the tray, all right? You guys don't want it to be too thick. You just wanna take it right around to the edge like so, here, and just press it all the way through. And boom, that is our first layer. A great man once told me, why have one when you can have another? A great man once told me, why have one when you can have another one? So we have another tray. What we're gonna be doing is we're taking the last bit of this guy here, and again, we're gonna put it into our tray and press this guy. Ryan, we need that, bro. What's wrong with this guy? So we're gonna put it in our tray and we're gonna start pressing down, very similar to how we did it for the other guy. And boom, there you guys have it. We have our 2 tops of our Oreo cookies. Now, don't ever play yourself. Bongo's Kitchen, organization, efficiency. Take a look at my oven. That guy is preheated to 325. Don't ever play yourself. We are ready to open this guy up. And guys, look, boom. 1 cookie and another one. 2 cookies. Here. Now we want to let that guy bake for about 40 minutes or until you can put a toothpick in it and get nothing on the toothpick. So we'll give that guy time to bake, but again, with the key theme of organization and efficiency, we are going to get started on our Oreo filling layer. All right guys, now with the remaining of our cookie dough, don't ever play yourself. We're actually going to be using this guy to decorate the Oreo on the top. We're going to be using this for the lettering and some of the shapes that come on the Oreo. So don't play yourself. Take this guy, roll it up into a nice little ball, saran wrap this, and put it into the fridge. Alrighty guys, so to get started on our cream filling, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take about a cup of butter. We're gonna throw that guy in here. It's around room temperature, and we're actually just gonna add a little bit more room temperature butter to that guy. Now what we wanna do is we actually wanna take our electronic mixer. Just wanna beat this guy up real slow here. Alright guys, so for our next step, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna sift out around 6 cups of icing sugar. That's what we're gonna be putting in our mixed butter here. So here goes nothing. We're gonna measure out 2 cups here. Now what we want to do again with that sifting technique, guys, put your sifter, put your icing sugar, and then give it one of these here. And guys, what that does is it breaks up all the particles, makes it a lot smoother. Look how fluffy that guy is. Boom. And boom, there's our last 2 cups. All right guys, so once that's all sifted, what we can do, we can actually just start adding a little bit of icing sugar into our butter, and then we can go back ahead and start mixing that at a very low speed. So here, keep slowly adding some more icing sugar here. All right guys, so as you can see, I've been mixing it up for a little bit. It is starting to look a little bit like a frosting. Now we're just gonna turn this guy off for a second. We're gonna add a splash of 1/2 cream, just a little bit. Boom. And guys, what we're actually gonna be adding to is a little bit of vanilla to give it that vanilla taste. So just a little drizzle of that guy in there. Boom, that's more than enough. We can close that guy off, put that to the side, and continue with our mix. We'll continue going with this guy until it is fully mixed. And boom, voila. Guys, take a look at this filling. Let's see, quick little taste test. Try that.
No.
Try that.
You're cheesing me.
Alright, so the filling is done. We can actually unplug our electronic mixer. Let's take the... Alright, so we can take our things out of the electronic mixer here. Now, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna grab that piece of black dough that we put on the side. It should be nice and cool now. Slap that guy on your counter. Don't ever play yourself. Put flour first. Now guys, what you want to do is you want to press this guy out. What we're going to do is we're actually just going to draw out the letters. So here is going to be my O. It's going to be a nice big old O, just like so here. And then we're going to take the middle out of this O. That guy can come out like so. This guy can dip, yeah. And there's our O for our Oreo here. So you guys want to continue cutting out your dough for all of your letters. We're actually going to be cutting out some squares, some lines, but things are moving well. This DIY giant Oreo is coming out fantastic. Alrighty guys, as you can see, I've cut out my Oreo. I've cut out some shapes that I'm gonna be putting on top of the Oreo. That being said, our cookies are ready to be pulled out of the oven. So here goes nothing. I'm gonna open up this guy. Ooh, look at those cookies. Okay, pull out my first one, and be careful guys when you're pulling these guys out. So here's the first one and another one. Here. There are our 2 cookies. We're gonna let those guys cool off for a bit, and we'll catch you guys when our cookies are nice and cold and we are ready to assemble our DIY giant Oreo. Alright guys, we've given our cookie a little bit to cool down. We're gonna take the cookies out of the tin. So here we go. Guys, very carefully, what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna push it out of the tin and Boom, flip it over like so. We should be able to take this tin off. Boom, just like so here. And now, as you guys can see, there is our perfect Oreo cookie. We're gonna do the same thing for our next one, and then we are ready to put this bad boy together. Alrighty guys, so to get our frosting layer started, this is what we're gonna do. We have our cookies on the side. Those guys are cooling off. We're gonna take a bunch of this frosting out. Now guys, as you can see, it is a little bit hard now, and it should be a little bit maneuverable, alright? So let's get dirty with our hands, B. Let's grab this guy. We're gonna try to form it into a dough, and we're actually just gonna press it down right here. Now guys, this is a time sensitive matter because this is buttercream, okay? Buttercream melts, so you wanna make sure that you're doing this relatively quick. Flatten this guy out. So what you wanna do is you wanna grab the bottom of your other tin and actually just put it on top like so. Press it down so it is nice and even, and then put this guy in the fridge to cool for about 10 to 15 minutes. So we've put the cookies in the freezer to expedite this cooling process. They are ready to be taken out. So here we go. Ooh-wee! 2 big old cookies. Listen to that. Listen. That's a cookie, baby. That's a cookie. All right, so there are our 2 cookies. Now, what we want to do is we want to grab our frosting. What we want to do actually is we're just gonna gently pop this guy out of here. Here, we can take this first cover off. It's kind of stuck. Take a knife, a big old knife, and what we want to do is we want to scrape the edge of this guy down. Alright guys, this isn't turning out how I expected it to, but we're just gonna try to take all of this cream filling and incrementally put it in here. Even though the theme of today was not to play ourselves, we totally played ourselves, guys. You want to put a piece of parchment paper before you put the icing onto that tin. That will help take it off very easy. Now we're just gonna press that guy gently down. Boom. Shape it and press it down just like so here. And guys, try not to break your cookie when you're doing this, but just try to put all your cream filling in the middle. Okay, so now that we have our cream filling in our Oreo, what we can do is take this second cookie and place it right on top. We have a nice cream filling in our DIY giant Oreo. Now to make this masterpiece a true DIY giant Oreo, you have to put the lettering on the Oreo. So we're gonna grab one Oreo, we're gonna put it down as an example. Okay, so we're gently gonna pick up our lettering. It is kind of breaking, so we're not gonna play ourselves here. We're gonna just reattach anything that broke off here, here, here. And we're gonna write out Oreo in the middle of the cookie, just like so, here. And boom! There you have it, guys. A DIY giant Oreo cookies. Take it in. Alrighty guys, it is our favorite time of the video. It is taste test time. Let's see if this DIY giant Oreo is as good as the regular Oreo. So here goes nothing. I'm just gonna dig into it. Why not? Here. Oh. This is the best Oreo I've ever had in my life. This is better than Oreo. This is 100% better than Oreo.
My hand. Look at the regular Oreo. Here. Alright guys, so I broke off a piece. Let's try this bad boy. Icing again. That's to remind myself how good it was. Yeah. Like, why don't they just make it this big? 10 out of 10 out of always. This is unbelievable. Yeah, I love this. You bought that. You bought that from Derek.
I just made it.
Bro, that's the loudest thing on planet Earth. Where do I start? Where do I start? Tastes like an Oreo. I hate to swear, but I don't know how you keep doing this shit. But bro, you gotta give up your secret eventually. This is too damn good, don't you see? I'm out.
Ah! The Baker's Man is back, guys, yet again. DIY giant Oreo for your head top. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please head down, smash that thumbs up button. Jad, hit me with one.
Smash that thumbs up button.
Smash that thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below of another giant DIY that you guys would like to see, and hey, your idea might make it on the channel. Another huge shout out to the main man behind the camera, Ryan Swayze, everybody.
Swayze, baby.
Guys, make sure you go over to Swayze's channel, subscribe to the man, comment done when you are finished subscribing to the guy. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, take it easy. It's bongizzlez.